Hello and welcome friends to the SMS animation channel. Today we are going to create an artificial intelligence desktop box in Blender. We are going to model it and let's apply the texture also on this one. And AI is nowadays really a trending topic, so it's pushed me to create some kind of funny but messaging kind of modeling over here. So let's start to create that artificial intelligence desktop box into the Blender. So first of all, I'm going to jump into the front view. Let's press Shift A, Mesh, and I'm just going to apply the cube over here. Press G and Z, take it a little bit above, then S and X, little bit something bigger, something like almost over here. Okay, it's good enough. And it's now let's jump into the modifier over here. Let's add modifier, which is the subdivision surface. Let's apply to the value of 3, and then what we have to just right click and apply the shade smooth on this. Jump into the object property data, into normals, and apply the auto shade smooth also. Now let's jump into the edit mode and come over here into the modifier, and let's close this so you can not see that over here. Okay, now what I will do, I will just, and if you want to see that, you can make it on also, so you will recognize how it's going to be up. So what I will do, I will just going to take it something like this one also, and then what I will do, let's select this face behind over here and press G and Y, take a little bit back almost like this. Then let's apply the control R over here and let's take it a little bit bigger, and then make a let's select this face, press 3 and select this face, and then control plus, and let's make it a scale down something like this one. Okay, and it's look good, and then press G and let's apply into the Y axis, so it's going to be something like this. So now you can see that we have almost created our monitor first part. Let's jump over here, control R and loop cut over here. Let's apply the control B, something like almost this one. Okay, then let's apply the control R over here and control B, something like this almost. Okay, it's going good. So now you can see that our monitor is almost getting ready. Now what I want to do, I will just come over here, then selecting these faces from over here and control shift like this one, then press I, something inside, almost make it little bit smaller over there. Okay, and then what you can do, you can just press one more I, almost like this one, and then press a control and take little bit inside, almost something like this one. Okay, you can see that it's really looking nice. Now what I will just press 3, select this face and make the proportional editing on, and press G and take a Y axis, and let's take a little bit, let's make it a little bit smaller over there, and let's take something out over almost something like this, and let's see that. So you can see that it's looking, let's again little bit ahead, let's make it a little bit bigger, almost something like this. Okay, and let's make some. Okay, done. So now you can see that it's look amazing. So our desktop monitor is almost ready. Now let's jump into the edit mode again and let's off this one, and now you can see that the speaker over here. So let's select this face and this face over there, press shift and D, something like this, and then press P and selection almost like that. Jump over here again. Now let's select this again, jump into the edit mode, press A, and what you have to do, you have to just make it extrude something like over here. I'm just going to make something this size of that, then apply the control R, loop cut over here and press control B and make something like almost not that much of bigger, but you have to create something better option over here. So I'm just going to leave it something like this, and I'm just going to leave it something like this, so you can see that it's look nice enough over there. And what I will do, I will just selecting these two faces over here, let's press 3 and then press I to inside. Okay, good enough. Then press I again to inside, and then press control. Okay, control Z and then press I again and press control together, and let's just jump into the inside something like this one. Okay, and then press I a little bit more, so you can see that we have amazing output over here. Just jump into the edit mode, press control R over here, and let's put something almost like this one, and then press control R over here also, and let's take it something like this one. So now you can see that we have some kind of input over there. Now let's select these two faces. I'm just going to select this face and this face, and then press I again, and then again press I, so it's getting individual. Okay, it's going something like this one. Okay, then press right click, and you have to just look tools and apply the circle over there. Let's make it a scale down, sorry, off the proportional editing, make a scale down something like over here. Okay, it's going to be good almost. And what we have to do, we are just going to make it individual origin, then press S again, so the distance should be remaining almost something like this one. Okay, and then make it I again, something like that, and control and take something inside almost like this one, and you can see that now we have some beautiful amazing output over there, and it's looking really nice. So now what I will do, I want to just make it a duplicate of this speaker again, something we can create for these speakers also. So what I will do, I will just apply one more loop cut over here, almost something like this one, and then press 3 and then select this one, control and shift over here, then press shift and control shift over here. Okay, and now what I will do, I will just press I1 over there and press again I, so it's individual boundaries. Okay, now what you can do is just press I again and press I again, and then press I again, so it's something like this one, and then press I again and then control and take little bit inside something like this and tab, so you will have something beautiful speaker design over there. Now I need the duplicate of this one, so what I will do, I will just select this one and just jump into the add modifier, and I'm going to apply the mirror modifier on this one. So now you can see that we have two speakers over there, and you can take it ahead also if you like, but I'm just going to place it something like this one, and it's look good enough for me. You can see that the design is going to be good. Now what I will do is just jump into the front view and then press A and take G and Z, take it little bit above, something almost over here. Okay, it's good enough. Then press shift and A, mesh and create a cube over here. Okay, it's going good. Jump into the edit mode again, press 3 and select the top face over here. Just jump into the front view again and press G and Z, and let's G and Z and take it something like over here. Okay, so it's good enough. Then press A and take it as G and Z and take something almost like over here. It's good enough. Now what we can do, we can just apply the modifier on this one also. So I'm just going to apply the subdivision surface and apply the 3. Okay, so it's looking good. Then jump into the object mode, right click, shade smooth, object property data, and make it auto smooth also over here. Now what we want to do, we are just going to apply the control R over here. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it something like this one, and then press Ctrl R over here also, then press Ctrl V and take something like almost here. Okay, it's look good enough. Then press 3 on over here, face selection mode, and then what I will do, I will press G and it's just going to be jump on. Before that, what I will do, I will just apply one more loop cut, almost something like okay over here, and then select this face. Okay, this face selection. Okay, and then press G and you have to just move it into the y-axis, something like almost. Okay, it's going good. And then what I will do, I will just apply the one loop cut over here and press Ctrl B and take something like almost this. Is looking good enough. And then let's apply one more loop cut over here, not this one. Ctrl Z, and then let's come over here. Okay, Ctrl R. Okay, and let's leave it something like this and press Ctrl B and take something almost okay, and let's apply something like this. So you can see that it's really amazing and nice look. Okay, now what I will do, you can just apply one loop over here also, so you can get something kind of amazing output over there. Now what you can do, you can make it a scale also. So what I will do, I'm just going to select this one, S and X axis. I'm just going to make a scale something onto these edges. Okay, so now you can see that it's good enough to us. Now what I will do, I'll just jump, select and tap over here, then press 3 and select this one, and then press shift and D, open and P and selection over there. Jump into the object mode, select this face, jump into the edit mode, press A. First of all, come over here, A, and apply the scale on this one. Jump into the edit mode and then press E and extrude something like this one over almost. We are just going to get some kind of little bit edge on this one. Not much, but I'm just going to take a little edge on this one. Okay, it's looking good and nice enough. And what I will do now, I'm just going to apply a loop cut on this one, and let's increase the loops over here, something like that, and let's leave it. And okay, leave it like this one, and then apply the loop cut over here. Okay, and then what you can do, you can apply the bevel on this one, take something like this, and let's make some kind of cuts over there. So now you can see that we have something okay, looking amazing and nice option over there. Now what I will do, I will just going to select some faces over here. So let's press 3 and I'm just going to select, Control Z, Control and Shift, and Control and Shift. Okay, and let's leave this one. What I will do, I will just going to select from over here and just going to select Control Z, Shift and Control Shift over here. Okay, and what I will do, I will just press I first of all, and let's make it something like, okay, what we are just going to select other faces also. So I'm just going to select these faces, Control and Shift, and let's press Control and Shift over here. Then what I will, I'm just going to select over here, control shift over here. Then I'm just going to select it over here also. And what I will do, I will just make a I to insert over here almost something, and press I again over here. So now you can see that it's looking really nice. And then what we can do, just press shift and D and leave this like this one, and P and selection almost like this one. Jump into the edit mode, select these objects inside that, and let's press tab and press A, and then press alt and E, extrude faces along normals. So let's take it little bit above, almost something like this one. And then what we have to do, we are just going to jump into the add modifier, and let's apply the bevel modifier, and then let's take it above onto the subdivision surface. Let's take the value something like almost not 1 2 3, it's good. And let's look into the close way over here, and let's make, so now you can see that it's look amazing. Let's take okay, let's press jump into the object mode again, and then press G and take it a Z little bit, and let's take it little bit inside something like this one. So now you can see that it's look nice enough over here. And then what I will do, I will just jump over again, select this one and jump into the object mode. And then what I am just going to select these faces almost like this, control Z, press control shift, and then make I, and this time again press the I, so it's not like this one, okay, something like this, and press shift and D, select this one, P and selection something like this one, jump into the object mode, select this tab, and then press A. And what I will do, just make it extrude something above almost like this one, okay, it's good enough. And then what I will do, just jump over here, select this object first of all, and then select this object, okay, and then press control L, and you can apply the copy modifier on this one. So now you can see that it's applied on our stick also. So now what I will just select this one and press G and Z and take a little bit inside, okay, and almost something like this one, okay, let's take a little bit inside, and then press G and Z again and take something. Okay, now let's apply the edge selection only on over here, and then press G and Z and almost something like this one. So now you can see that our keyboard is almost ready over there, and it's look nice and amazing over there. Now let's select this one, okay, select this object, press tab, and select this face over here, press 3 and select this face, and then press I to insert something like this one, and then make scale and x-axis, y-axis into that one. So it can be go like this one, and then press again scale, and let's look like this one, and then press right click, look tools, and let's make it a circle over here. Okay, now let's make it a scale, and let's make scale into the x-axis only over here, okay, and then press I again over here. And then what we have to do is looking nice enough, then make it E and extrude something, it's like this one, and then press E and extrude and take something like inside over here almost, and then press I to almost like this one. So you can see that it's looking nice enough. Then press 3 and let's select this, press shift D and look like this one, and P and selection, then tab again, then just select this portion, and then just press control A and apply the scale on this one, press tab again, then press A, and then E and extrude something top of the like this one, okay. And what I will do, just take something like this, and then what I will do, just press E and leave it like this one, and then press something like this one, extrude again, then press E and extrude again over here, okay. Let's make something like this, and then E, and let's make it a leave it like this, and then press G, Z little bit, okay, and then make it a scale down over here almost something like this, okay. It's looking good enough almost. So now you can see that we have just created one kind of button over there. Let's jump almost on this side, let's select this portion, jump over here, press 3 over here, select this face, and then make I again to insert. Let's make I, and again let's going to be make a little bit insert, and let's make it I again, and let's something press E to extrude and take a little bit inside, okay. Let's see that how it is going to be look, okay, and let's apply the loop cut over. Let's jump over here, okay, and then let's leave it like this and press control B and take something like above almost, not that much, okay. It's going to be good enough over here, okay. It's looking nice, and you can see that we have something covered over here, and it's looking amazing. Let's jump over here and press control, press 3 and press alt something like even, and I press I to insert something like this. And then what we can do, we can just press S and make it a small down over here, okay. It's going good. And then what we are do, just let's apply the loop cut almost over here, so it can support something like this one, and let's apply the loop cut over here also. So it can also support something like this, and let's see how it is going to be look. So it's looking nice enough also. So you can see that our desktop model is almost ready, and it's looking really amazing. So what I will do, I will just going to quickly texture it, and then we are going to build a scene setup for you. So I will do quick correction and come back. Okay guys, so now you can see that we have applied the material on this one, and it's looking really amazing. Now let's give the create the scene setup and apply the lightning and camera on that. But before, I'm just going to show you how I created that glass mirror effect. So let's jump over here into the shader editor, and let me show you how I created that texture. So it will be easy for the beginner or intermediate who don't know about this one. So let's select this object and jump into this. I have selected the second material. So what you have to just make the metallic to the 1, roughness to the 0, and transmission to the 1. So it will create this effect, and I have selected these faces over here. You can see that if I'm going to jump into the object mode over here, so you can see that these 3 faces I have selected. So on that, and then you have to assign on this one, like you have to select this and press Ctrl and Shift, and then you have to assign on this material. So it will work something like this one. Okay, so this is exactly the material I have applied like this one. So now let's create like a join areas, and I'm just going to make it a close, and let's jump over here. Let's jump into the editor, shader editor. Now I'm just going to first of all, one more thing you have to see, jump over here. Let's go over here. After completing your model, check that every model or object has a proper orientation, normal orientation. So for that, you have to just click on over here, face orientation. You can see that it's looking properly blue. If it is something red over here, so how to flip the normal, that you have to select that object into whole object into the edit mode and press Shift N, so it's converted into the blue again. If you don't aware about that, then you can click, and I will show you how can you do that, or message into the comment. So I will make a very quick and short tutorial for you, so you can learn that in a very quick way. So now let's jump into over here. Now what we want to do, we are just going to create our lightning and shadow over here. So first of all, what I will do, I will just press Shift and S, cursor to over the origin, then press Shift and A, mesh, and I'm going to create a plane over there, and let's make a scale something like over here, almost something like this one. Then what we want to do, just pressing a Shift A, mesh, not mesh, I'm just going to create a one light over here. So let's create the light. I'm just going to create an area light over here, and then just press G and Z, take it a little bit above, something like almost over here, and then press top view, just jump in top view and press G and Shift Z and take it something like almost this side over here. Jump into the front view, and let's make it on not front view, but jump into the side view, and let's take it something like on this over here almost. Then just jump into the top view again, so you can exactly adjust the direction over here. So we have just adjusted the direction over here, and let's take it a little bit above, something like almost over here. Let's take it above into the 7. You can see that now it's going something like almost properly. Okay, Shift Z, let's take it Shift Z, and let's make something almost like over here. So now you can see that it's properly lighted over there. Let's make the value something like a 300 over here. Okay, so it's looking lighted over there. And let's, what we can do, jump into the world area, and let's change the shaded to the dark area over there. So now what you can do, you can just shift something like over here, so you can see the shade over there. Now let's jump into the top view again, press Shift and D to this light and Shift Z, so you can take it something like over here. And now let's change the direction of this something like almost over here. Then press again G and Shift Z, let's take something like onto the right side over here, and let's take the direction change almost something almost this side over here. Okay, so now let's jump over here, and let's take a little bit onto the downside. Okay, almost like this one over here. Okay, now it's look good enough. And now what I want to do, one more thing just remaining, I'm just jump to the editor mode, and I want to create some plugin kind of thing over here. So what I will, I'm just going to select this one, and then what I can do, I'm just going to apply one loop cut over here, almost something like this, and apply the Control B almost like over here. And then again what I will do, I will just select this face, press 3 something like over here, or Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Just one loop will help us, we don't have to apply the bevel on this one. Let's press 3 something like over here, Control Shift something like this one, then press I, and let's make a little bit more I, and then press I again almost like this, and press Control and take a little bit inside, almost something like this. Okay, so now you can see that we have something created like this one. And then what I will do, I will just press edit mode again, press select this face and pre-select this face, and then what I will do, I will just I something like this, press I again, and let's make it a little bit more smaller over there. Okay, then let's select this face only and make it S and Y axis, something like this. Okay, and then make scale again, so it's, let's make it a little bit bigger, something like this one. Okay, then again S and Y, so let's make something like this, and then make it GG, and let's move, okay, sorry, G and Z axis, so let's make it a little bit lower, something like over here. Then select this face and make scale into the X axis, almost like over here. Okay, so it's going to be good. Now select both the faces, then press I. Okay, and then press Alt and E and extrude faces along normals, so it's something going inside like this one. Okay, it's good. And then press I again to create something like this. So now you can see that you have something option over here. And now what I will do, I will just going to jump inside this one. Let's go over here, and we have selected the control plus, control plus, control plus, control plus, control plus, and control plus. Okay, control minus over here, and what I will do, I will just jump into the shader editor option over here, and I am just going to jump into the material editor. Let's select this and applying the assign on this one. So now you can see that is properly assigned on this area also. So now let's jump into the editor option over here, and let's stop over here. So now you can see that we have applied both the lights. Now let's select this light almost over here and jump into the light option, and let's change the value of this to the 500 something kind of that thing, and I'm just going to choose it something like a greenish shade over here. Okay, so it's going good enough. Let's choose something like that, and let's make something near, not that much of green, but little bit of green over there. Now what I will do, I will just make a duplicate of this one, so that's press then Shift D again, and then Shift Z, and take it something like over here. Okay, and then let's make rotate this light almost something like over here also, and then let's see that where it's gone. So let's take it little bit up almost over here, and let's jump over there, and let's make it a rotation something kind of that one. Okay, then again let's make little bit of rotation over here top. Okay, like this one, and you can see that yes, it's going good. And let's select this one, and I'm just going to take a little bit kind of bluish tone over there, and let's make it a value something like 700 over here. Okay, so now you can see that the light is almost going good enough. Let's apply some material on this one. So what I will do, I will just jump into the shader editor over here, and this one. So now you can see that our object is looking really amazing and nice on this one. Now we want to apply one text over there, AI text over here. So I will just quickly apply and come back. Okay guys, so now you can see that I have applied the AI text onto my screen of the monitor. You can see how to apply this text or something on your object. For that I will provide one tutorial over here which is about the grenade modeling. And one thing we want to apply into the render setting, just on the ambient occlusion over here, and I'm just going to apply something like a 5 value over there. So it will be changed something like over here. You can make it on and off. You can see that the values are getting change over here. So you can see that values are getting really beautifully changed. So we need this value, and you can make it something like 7 also if you need. And then let's increase the value something like over here also. I'm just going to put it something like 7. So it's going to be good for us. You can on the screen space reflection over here, and you can on this one also reflection. So it's looking going good over here. Now what I need, I want to apply something like this, that you can see that the screen reflection is really going enough and really nicely over there. And now what I want to do, I want to just apply the camera on this one. So for that, what we are going to do, we are just going to jump into the let's apply the Shift and A mesh, and going to apply the camera over here. So let's create the camera, and then what we have to, when you decide where you want to put something like this one over here, and let's make the color little bit brighter over here. So now it's looking good enough, and it's look nice generated look over there. Then what we have just generated the camera, then press Ctrl Alt and 0, and then select your view over here. So just select the camera. Let's open this selection over here. So now if you are going to select the camera is selected, then press G and middle mouse button, just one click, and then drag it. You can make it zoom in and zoom out something like over here. Now let's change the value of the camera focus length. So I'm just going to press a 105 over here. So now you can see that again press the G and click onto the mouse, just once the mouse click, and then leave it, and then just move the mouse something like this one. Okay, I'm just going to take it something like this and then press G, and without pressing any button onto the mouse, just move the mouse something like this one, then press G again and take something like almost again press G, and let's take a little bit something like over here. Okay, it's looking good enough. Then I will do, just press N and jump into the view, and let's camera lock over here, press N, and now adjust according to a requirement. So I need something like the reflection of the light into the my camera screen over here. Okay, it's looking good enough, almost something. And let's make a little bit one more thing. You can just jump over here into the render setting and you just go lower over here and just jump into the color management, and here you have to choose the filmic. It will give you a really good look over there. And here what I will do, just click onto the medium contrast, not a medium contrast. Let's set the medium low contrast, so now it's look better. So let's off this one, and now you can see that how look is amazingly. And if you want to make it a sorry press 0 again, press N, camera lock. Let's make it again, press and hide this one, and you can make something like this one, so it's look really nice and enough to you. And then what we have to do, just jump into the rendering. Let's click onto the render and render image. So now you can see that just in a moment that we have created amazing AI desktop box in our Blender. It is looking really beautiful and amazing. You can change the color management away over here also. You can just go for the low contrast. You can see that how it is going to be changed. Even you can jump into the very high contrast. You can see how it's looking beautiful and amazing over here. So that's up to you how you want to just go and how you want to apply the detail on this one. So I hope you like this tutorial. Click onto the like button, share with your friends, subscribe